This episode of Gamerheads is brought to you by Magic Mind, the healthy energy drink that will help you take your creativity to a new level.
Hi, I'm Celia Schilling from Yacht Club Games.
Hey, this is James from Mega Cat Studios.
Hey, this is Matt, aka Stormageddon from Reignite, Screen Snark, and the Fun and Games podcast.
This is Stephanie from the Boss Rush podcast and the Boss Rush Network.
Hey, this is Mark and Keon from Bonte Avond.
Hey, this is Sebastian with the ProNerdReport.com and the Single Player Experience podcast.
Hi, this is Chris.
Mike.
And Garrett from Daylight Basement Studio.
Hey, this is Baron J67 from Level 1 Gaming.
Hey, this is Todd Mitchell from Code Right Play.
Salutations, this is Mike Carroll from Stroll Art.
Hey, this is Jeff Moonen from Fun and Games Podcast.
Hey, this is Patrick from the Backlog Odyssey.
Hey, this is Rune from Runic Codes.
Hi, this is Andrew from Spalato Bros.
Hi everyone, Jill Grote here from the Indie Informer.
Hey, this is Brimstone, and you're listening to Roger Reichart on the Gamerheads Podcast.
And welcome to another episode of the Gamerheads Podcast. My name is Roger. Along with me are my good friends and co-hosts. We have the CEO and president of Gamerheads with us, like always, Phil.
Thank you for having me. This will be about the most I have to say this entire episode, judging by the show notes. So I hope you enjoyed my nasally annoying voice. Take care. Have a good night.
And then, of course, we have the direct aficionado. I don't know what I'm even trying to say. We have Mike with us.
Hi.
What the hell's a direct aficionado?
Yeah, like, am I an aficionado?
I don't know.
Aficionado. Isn't that like that? Isn't that like that fettuccine aficionado or something like that?
Yeah, it is something like that. It's very much like that. So,
all right.
I don't understand.
I'm glad to have you. Well, because
I don't beat around the bush, Phil. I'm very direct with people.
Oh,
yeah,
not me.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the show, everyone. Welcome to our patrons, Matt, Jill, and Sarah. Thank you so much for supporting the show. And listeners, you can support the show as well for as little as $3 a month. You can join the Gamerheads Nation. Just going to patreon.com/gamerheads, where you can sign up and join the Gamerheads Nation. And your name could be read on the air as well. And I'll put a link in the show notes where you can sign up for that as well. Too. Sure.
And like I said last week, stop being a leech. We spend all this time recording, and you sit there listening for free.
Lots of time.
While you're sipping on caviar and
chewing on champagne.
And chewing on champagne. Well, we are working ourselves to the bone here.
Is that champagne so old that this is being chewed on because it's just fermented?
Mm-hmm. Well,
and
just
became cement almost. Well, I guess wow, I cannot think today. I cannot talk today. Champagne is fermented, obviously, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, it's for women too. Okay. It's not just for men; it's for women. Let's not be real sexist here, Roger. I did it. I broke Phil. It took 3.5 years, but I finally broke Phil.
You've done it a handful of times. I don't remember what it was, but you had one like a month ago that had me. Oh, it was the Suck It Trebek when we did the trivia. I haven't laughed that hard in like a decade when you did that one.
That was hilarious. That was very funny. Well, there is some news this week. Phil, this is where you're gonna just
take care, everybody.
Like leave, I guess. So this week there was a Nintendo Direct. Yeah, you brought your Switch with you. Look at that. See, he's ready for the Nintendo Direct. So, Mike, did you?
That's like when you were at like Montgomery Ward back in the 80s and they had, look at that TV, but the thing was like plastic.
Oh, yeah.
Like it was just,
it's a plastic or even cardboard. My favorite was, it was just, some of our times are just cardboard. You're like, wait a minute.
Yep.
That was very funny. Oh yeah, hey, let me tell you, that's after this recording of this episode, I'm jumping back into Balatro as well.
It's
I think that's
better on the Xbox. There's more options.
Oh wow, I did not know that.
I forgot to mention that in review too. That was stupid of me.
But Mike, did you watch the Direct?
I did watch the direct.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
you're
What
an
did you think?
aficionado.
That's why I'm a direct
Yeah, that's right.
aficionado. And it was a showcase,
Yeah,
not a
what'd you-
direct. All right. Let's get
What did you think?
What did I think? Out of all the
Yeah.
out of all the directs, it certainly was one of them.
It was the most
Yeah,
indirect.
It was really-
It was, yes.
I thought it was actually pretty good. I thought it was good.
bad.
Yeah,
It
but you're a
wasn't bad,
Nintendo
like-
Mark.
I thought it was a Nintendo
Well,
Roger.
I mean,
Yeah, but I'm leaving.
You set yourself up for that
I
one.
did.
I can't even take the blame for that.
No, that was all me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
You know, I'll say this: it had some interesting games. That it had enough to keep my interest. It doesn't have to be all first-party games in order for it to be a good showcase. There were definitely a few ones that I'm like, oh, this is interesting. And there's one that I was like, oh, I'm all on board with that. And then I read the description and I'm like, I don't want this game.
Oh,
anymore.
what game was that?
Oh, you want to know? You want me to tell the story?
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Once upon a time,
Okay.
I was watching the showcase.
Here we go.
And I saw the game, Another Crab's Treasure.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, this
You're not
game
on
looks
board
awesome.
with this game?
Well, let me finish my story, Roger.
Mom and Dad are fighting.
I was all excited. I'm like, this is a great concept. I love it's got battles. You could have different shells. And I was like, yes, I'm so excited. And then
the writing seems really great. The voice acting seems really great.
Voice acting looked great. Yeah, it all looked fun, just like a fun movie. Or a fun game. There was even a character that's like one of those sharks on a stick with where you pull the trigger and its mouth opens.
Yes,
like those things. I'm like, that's funny. That's cute. That's adorable. And then I read the description, and then within 4 words, I'm like,
Souls-like.
I'm done with this game. It says,
was it Souls-like?
What did it say? What is it? Another Crab's Treasure is a Souls-like. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, a Souls-like? I'm out.
Oh,
I ain't got time to get killed over and over again.
Yeah. I will say, like, I'm really excited about this game, but I agree with you on that one. I was watching the combat, and you see like some of these really big monsters, and you're this little crab, and it's a Souls-like, and I'm like, I don't know. Like, I really want to play this game, and I really want to like this game, but I'm with you, Mike. I am not a Souls-like person.
Yeah.
I try to get even. This is gonna be, people are gonna be like, what? I try to get on board with even Elden Ring, and I couldn't.
I couldn't. Yeah. I tried too, but I just couldn't. And that's the thing. And I was so excited about this game too, because I was like, oh, like this is like a 3D action platformer, like, a character based from the early 2000s. Oh, different shells, which means different abilities or different powers, or you can do different things.
Yeah.
Oh, no. We're just going to beat the living hell out of you, and you're going to love it. Oh, thanks a lot.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, that's what's keeping me from keeping, I guess that's what's keeping my excitement for the game a little bit at bay as well, because of the fact that, like, I'm just not a Souls-like player, so I'm a little worried about that game. But it looks cool. It does look, I agree. It looks amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a recap pulled up. You want me to just blast through all the announcements and then we can talk about it?
Yeah, sure.
All right, here we go. I'm going to go
through this. You guys aren't done yet?
It was more than just one game, Phil. All right, I'm going to try.
Phil, it was a direct. It's actually quite a few games they mentioned, so you could just sit back, run a few games of Balatro there.
I'm listening.
Phil's got eyeballs painted on his eyelids, so he's just going to make it look like. All right, so I'm going to blast through all these games like that guy from the old Micro Machines commercials. Ooh. So here we go. Disney Epic Mickey Rebrushed. Monster Hunter Stories, which is a remake of the 3DS game. Gundam Breaker 4, Sword Art Online, Arranger, a role puzzling adventure. Ender Mongolia, Bloom in the Mist, that's a Metroidvania. Fantasy Life I, The Girl Who Steals Time. A brand new exclusive Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble. Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance. World of Goo 2, which is a sequel to the WiiWare game. Endless
1?
Ocean. What's it?
Sorry.
World of Goo 1 was very popular when it came out on the Wii.
I didn't say it wasn't, but you said it was a sequel, which made me go, well, it's World of Goo 2.
Well, yeah, okay. All right, sorry. You're right. Endless Ocean 3.
I'm just trying to prove I'm listening.
Yeah, okay. I appreciate it. You're adding to this.
Such value to my presence.
He's adding something. That's for
adding
sure.
something. I was choosing my words wisely. Endless Ocean 3 Luminous, a Demon Slayer game, another Crab's Treasure. Tales of Kenzaru Zao.
Oh yeah, that game looks really cool.
Grounded, Pepper Grinder, which I'm very excited about.
Yeah,
South
Pepper
Park
Grinder.
Snow Day. What's up?
Keep going. I'll ask questions at the end. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm done interrupting until I interrupt again.
Okay. South Park Snow Day, which I still don't know what that game is about, but I'm still vaguely interested.
And it's
Kingdom
cheap.
Come
Yeah.
Deliverance. Yeah, $30 I think. Star Wars Battlefront Collection. Contra Operation Galuga. Unicorn Overlord, Snufkin, Melody of Moominaveli. All right. Pentiment. Oh, this one I'm excited about. Killer Instinct Blast Core, Snake Rattle and Roll. Oh,
That's
I
all
love that
one
game.
title.
Yeah.
It's all these titles together.
No,
it's not
it's-
all
yeah.
one title. Yeah.
Gotcha. I was like, what kind of an amalgam just happened?
Okay. Killer Instinct, Blast Core, Snake Rattle and Roll, Battletoads and Battle Maniacs, and another classic, RC Pro-Am, all on Nintendo
Yeah,
Switch Online.
Isn't
Yep.
Isn't
Exactly.
RC Prime already on Nintendo Switch Online?
I thought so too, but it wasn't.
Nope.
Huh.
Yeah.
You were thinking of Metroid.
What? That's fair.
They're about the same.
Yeah.
They're about the same.
Suika game multiplayer DLC.
Yeah, that game is really fun. I'll talk about that.
All right. Penny's
Yeah.
Big Breakaway. And finally, one that
looks cool,
Roger
too.
is very excited about.
Yeah.
Pocket Card Jockey. sorry. Pocket Card Jockey. Ride on.
Yeah, I just picked it up. Did you buy it yet, Mike? Are you gonna buy
No,
it? Are you
I
gonna buy
played
it?
on the 3DS actually recently, so I'm kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, but this one you can play online
Oh, snap.
against other people. Yeah. So I'll just highlight some of the games that I thought were really cool. Yeah, the Pocket Card Jockey was one of my, like, I was super excited to see that come to the Switch because I loved that on the 3DS. I thought it was such a cool game.
It's hard. That
and
game
it's
is
still a cool
hard
game.
though.
It is really hard.
Man,
yeah, it is
I
really.
would have thought that solitaire would be such a challenge.
You have to go fast.
Yeah.
You have to go fast.
All right.
Yeah. So that's a really good game.
I know why Phil's,
That's a really good game.
I know why Phil is snickering. You're Phil. This is a family show.
You started with Pocket Pool Jockey.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
Okay.
That's true. The Sukai game, the multiplayer mode, that is really fun.
What the heck is
I can talk about
Sukai?
that one
What
time.
the hell are you talking about, man?
Suka
Yeah.
game.
So
What
this
is
game.
Suika game?
So this game, maybe it's Suika. I don't know how to pronounce it. But it's a game where you have this jar and you drop fruit into it.
Yeah, you've talked about that one before. You enjoyed that game. I remember that.
Yeah. And then they came out with a DLC, which was like $2 to be multiplayer. And they're going to add online multiplayer for it too. The reason I found out about this game was actually from our friend Jordan, because I saw that he posted about it, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to check this game out. And sure enough, it's pretty amazing. It's pretty cool. So I, yeah, there you go. Oh, good. Hey, there you go. Phil's just showing.
No, don't talk about that out loud, because otherwise people will know I'm playing the Switch right now.
I got a reputation
Image
to
to
uphold,
maintain,
man.
damn it. Fuck is wrong with you?
The other games that I thought were really I'm excited for. I thought the Epic Mickey looked really cool, the remastered. I liked the original, so I was really excited about that. I don't know if I'll buy it though. That's the thing, because I still have the Wii, and I I don't know if I need to play it again, but it looked cool. The Pepper Grinder looked really good. Unicorn Overlord looked really good. I agree with you, Mike, on the South Park Snow Day. Not quite sure what that game is. Yeah, and then I was excited about the Switch Online games that they announced as well.
Okay, Phil, go
ahead.
ahead.
The Fantasy Life game too.
Phil's about to burst.
Yeah.
Phil's about to burst. Go for it, Phil. Pepper Grinder.
What is it?
so it do you remember the game Drill Dozer? Did you ever play that game on the Game Boy Advance? Awesome game, amazing game. It's a 2D. I don't know if it's a Metroidvania or if it's just like an action side scroller, but you are basically drilling. That's like the gimmick, I guess you could say, is where you're like drilling through the ground and use that to fight enemies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
So it's like
it looks really cool.
It's like Dig Dug meets Mega Man.
Yeah, okay. yeah. That's a good description.
Mega Dug. Dig Man.
Mega Dug.
Dig Man.
Yeah.
Dig Man. You dig, man?
Yeah. Was there any games, Mike, anything that kind of stood out to you that you're like most excited about?
Well, yeah. You know what? That game Arranger looked interesting.
Yeah,
so that kind of looked like Phil, do you remember Crypt of the Necrodancer?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like that style of game Overhead where you only move up, down, left, and right. But when you move up, down, left, and right, it's in like a grid almost, and the entire grid moves. So it's kind of like a puzzler. It's almost like a puzzle adventure game. So it looks like it's a real challenge. So my heart says yes, but my brain says, what's wrong with you?
If you want to play Arranger, I can hold off and sorting comics for like 3 months, and you can just come over.
There we go. Which reminds me, I gotta call this. You know what? I love like arranging comics and all that other stuff. That's fun to me.
Oh, I agree. The only problem is every time I do it, I then have to start pulling things out of boxes to put into new boxes to create room within the boxes because everything's super tight.
Yeah.
So it's a lot bigger of a pain in the ass than it needs to be.
I gotcha. Okay, I'll let you do that then. You could stream it though if you want to get on Twitch, and I'm sure there's an audience out there for watching people.
It's got just a fetish for people alphabetizing and chronologing things. Chronologing.
Yep.
Chronologing should not be.
No, you're not allowed to do
amazing words.
I'm sober right now. I'm 2 sips into a beer.
You're not allowed to do chronologing on Twitch. I think it's against the TOS.
What if I'm in a hot tub when I chronologe?
Then it's okay.
Well, then that's okay. Yep, then that's fine.
Sweet.
Then that's fine.
Can't wait.
Let's see. So the Super Monkey Ball game, I'll pick that up when it goes down to $20, which it will. Let's see. What else? I was going to say another Crab's Treasure, but no. South Park, like I said, I'm really interested, but I got to know what it's about before I get into it.
Yeah, I agreed.
And let's see. Obviously, the Contra game.
Oh, yeah.
And then Snake Rattle and Roll. Oh, that game warms my heart. I played that a lot when I was a kid. Same thing with RC Pro-Am. And then after that, Penny's Big Breakaway, I'm excited about.
Is that about Anthony Hardaway?
Yeah. Yes. And Lil Penny, too.
Yes.
That game released, though, yesterday, right?
Yes, it just released. It just released yesterday. That game is kind of like, again, remember I was talking about those 3D platformers from the early 2000s?
Yeah.
That's what this game is like. So it's a colorful 3D platformer where the girl has a giant yo-yo. So yeah,
I have seen that trailer. That actually does look good.
Mm-hmm.
That's what my wife says all the time.
Yo-yo?
I have a giant yo-yo, and it's me.
You're her yo-yo? Oh, that's so adorable.
Yeah, sure.
I have questions. Namely, I know how yo-yos get held.
I don't know.
I don't know if I like where this is going. So what were we talking about?
I don't either. Yeah. Anyway, I thought it was a pretty good direct. Yes, Phil.
What is Endless Ocean 2?
3.
Oh, yeah.
The original. Oh, good, Roger. I did enough talking. I'll let you take it from here.
No. The original was on the Wii, right? Was it
originally on the Wii?
And it was just you'd swim around underwater, and you can. I think the original one you could take pictures of like different fish and stuff like that, and then it got actually a lot of people liked that game. In fact, Tanya's parents actually bought that game, which kind of surprised me. That was back in the day when everybody and their parents had a Wii. Do you remember that?
I remember that day.
Yeah. And they bought Endless Ocean, and I never heard of the game until like they bought it, and I thought it was such a great game. What? So funny.
Mike's on fire tonight.
I just said something really stupid. That's all. You
did I
said
miss
no.
it?
You said remember back in the day. I'm like, yeah, I remember that day. That was it. It was just incredibly stupid. That's all. I am on full blast stupidity.
He's in Mike mode tonight, and it's pretty wonderful.
Total Moke mode. Yep.
So I mean, it looks it looks very similar to the Wii, except better graphics and I don't know.
So
if you like relaxing swimming adventure type games.
I played Abzu.
Yeah, it's basically a scuba diving, picture taking game with no danger whatsoever.
None?
Yeah.
None. Not a single bit of danger. You don't have to worry about anything. And it has 30 players multiplayer this go around online. You can play up to 30 people online in the same.
Wow.
And I think they said that it changes every time you play, like in terms of like the location.
It does, yeah.
So there's 500 different species of fish, which includes mythical and prehistoric creatures.
Can Nintendo servers handle 30 people at the same time?
We're about to find out.
Yeah, we're about to find out.
I suppose they run Fortnite, but that's off of an Epic. Those aren't even Nintendo servers. Never mind.
Yeah. So that was the Nintendo Direct. I did see that Mother 3 apparently came to the Japan Switch Online.
Yeah.
I only have 2 of them.
People were upset about that. Yeah.
I do.
I know you do. I know.
I want a third one. I want to keep track of with 2.
Hey listeners, tell me if this sounds familiar to you. To get me going, I start with a large mug of coffee every day. But by mid-afternoon, I start feeling sluggish. So guess what I do? I go to the coffee shop and buy another mug of coffee to get me through the afternoon. The problem is the caffeine would keep me up at night, and I'd be super tired the following day, so the same thing would happen again. It becomes a vicious cycle, and I wasn't getting much sleep. I was losing productivity and creativity, and I knew this wasn't healthy. Then I discovered Magic Mind, a healthy energy drink that helped me break this vicious cycle. I found this little energy shot greatly improved my mornings. I take it once in the morning, and I feel energized throughout the whole entire day. And the best part is, I don't have that crash in the afternoon. In fact, I feel energized throughout the day. My days are long and require a lot of focus and creativity, from all-day meetings and creating learnings at my day job as an instructional designer, to writing reviews and producing Gamerheads Podcast. And at the end of the day, I felt burnt out and lacked creativity and focus. But once I started taking Magic Mind, I felt a change. I felt my creative juices flowing again, allowing me to think differently about the learnings that I'm building and develop fun and clever solutions. I can focus in meetings, especially in the afternoon meetings where I struggled the most. And when I get home, I feel energized and excited to put my creative talents into writing and producing Gamerheads. I don't feel the burnout like I did before, and I'm getting plenty of rest at night because I'm not taking a lot of caffeine in the afternoon. I feel better in the mornings, and I'm happier throughout the day, and this is the biggest reason why I love Magic Mind. Now, I've tried other energy drinks before, and most of them left me with a sour taste in my mouth or gave me an upset stomach. Plus, I didn't know some of the ingredients that went into these energy drinks. But with Magic Mind, not only does it taste great, but I don't have the upset stomachs from drinking it. And it's made with all natural ingredients and sourced from the best suppliers with no added sugar. And it's nut-free and vegan too. You can get your subscription to Magic Mind at magicmind.com/gamerheads. And something special for our audience. Using the promo code GamerHeads20, you'll get 56% off your subscription. I stand behind Magic Mind because it works. It helps me break that vicious cycle, and I know it'll help you break that vicious cycle too. So it's magicmind.com with the discount code of GamerHeads20 to get 56% off your subscription. Well, let's move on then, shall we, to the games that we're currently playing. And Phil, since you were so patient.
Was I?
Not really, actually.
I contributed. I asked pertinent questions. I even showed interest.
But you are playing a game, and you reviewed the game, and I've been playing this game. I don't know, Mike, if you've been playing this game.
We'll find out, won't we?
But Phil, why don't we talk about the games that we're playing? And Phil, what game are you playing? I'm just going to use the word game.
No, I started playing Bluey's video game today.
Oh, okay.
But I don't need to talk about that because it's really dumb and really basic and elementary. And Mike just encouraged me to go chase achievements, so I'm going and chasing achievements.
You know what? The thing is, Phil, I love chasing achievements back in the day. I would love to get back into it.
I was the exact same way. I played so many shitty games throughout the course of the early 360 days, like just to get those achievements. That my gamer score is 255,000. I've started a file on my phone so that way I can keep you updated as to my achievement score every week now, Mike, as I'm now starting to chase achievements in my games. This is what you brought out. This is so dumb. But I've openly admitted that I'm dumb on more than one occasion. So back to Balatro.
Balatro. I don't know how to pronounce this, but it's amazing.
Heroin is how that is spelled for the people that are listening, because that thing is a needle directly into my vein that keeps me coming back and back and back. Did we talk about it last week, or was that off air?
We talked briefly, I think, just that Mike and I were playing the demo of it, but the full game is much different. I will say that. Not much different. There's added stuff to the full game, I should say.
There's added stuff on the Xbox compared to the Switch as well, from what I understand. It's a deck builder, and I hate deck builders. Deck builders are really stupid and dumb and just a waste of time, and they make you think too much until you throw poker in the mix, and then all of a sudden it all makes a lot of sense because it's rules that you understand and know how to play by. It's really good. It's the new Vampire Survivors for me, I'm pretty sure. It is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm going to hammer at this game a lot. I think I even said in my review I put about 8 hours into the Switch version. I'm 7 hours into the Xbox version, which came out yesterday or Tuesday. So I have been playing a lot of that. Really, the only differences between the two are you can continue a run after you've ended a run on the Xbox version. You can replay your last hand to try to save yourself. And then there's also there was one or two more options on the main screen as well that are there. But outside of that, it's the exact same game. That, and it's graphically better and sounds a lot better and plays a lot smoother. And the controller's laid out like an actual controller, not like somebody just threw together 4 letters and tried to figure out the order. There is a weird hiccup from time to time, though, when you're fighting a boss and say diamonds are weeded out where you can't score off of diamonds. But then if you play 3 8s and one of them is the 8 of diamonds, you'll still get a 3 of a kind for it, so you'll get the multiplier booster. But you won't get the actual the 8, but you'll still get the multiplier booster for it being a 3 of a kind or whatever. And it's not all the time; it's only sometimes, which is very bizarre.
Weird. That is bizarre.
Yeah, furthest I've made it is now the 7th ante. I have not quite finished a full run yet. 6th boss just keeps continuously destroying me, depending on what it is. Last run, I made it to round 7 on. The objective was I could only play one hand.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm just like, okay, I guess I'm, yeah.
I was thinking a pocket card jockey comment with playing with one.
Yeah, I know. I knew where you're going with it.
So,
well.
Was the one hand that, whatever you played, that's all you could play from? I went against a boss that said you can only play whatever you played first. So if I only got to play a 3 of a kind, every time I could only play 3 of a kind. This was really truly you only had one shot to beat the boss.
One shot.
Oh my gosh.
Granted, they really dumbed down the number.
Yeah, but there's a Joker that will take the boss out. I just unlocked the Joker that will take a boss. If you have them, you get to a boss, it'll just take the boss out.
Really?
Oh, nice. Like a one-hit kill thing?
Yeah.
There's one where if you have 25% of the chips, you pass anyways, but it's a one and done type of a burn situation. And that one saved. I haven't gotten it again since I made it to level 6, which is unfortunate because I'm always getting at least 25% of the chips. Usually it's a pretty close back and forth, but I haven't gotten all the way through yet. But I've unlocked all of the... what did I unlock all of these? I've unlocked a lot of all of these stuffs in various different ways. All the decks that you can unlock without actually completing a run. I've unlocked all those decks by doing the various different challenges. I think I've unlocked all the tarot on the Switch as well. Not quite on the Xbox yet, though, because there's an achievement for it, and I don't have it yet, and I need that achievement, and maybe I'll get it tonight. Game is crack, man. It's wonderful. And I hate deck builders. I'm telling you, people, go buy it, go play it.
It's a deck builder roguelike.
And
two things that I know, Mike, you're not a big fan of roguelikes, but I would tell you when you lose, it's like I'm just going to jump right back in and play again. Like I don't feel like
you don't feel like you're starting over. I mean, you are starting over, but it doesn't feel like you're starting over because
it doesn't feel like you're
doing the run
exactly.
again.
Yeah. And for those that haven't played this game, it is the cool thing about this game is that there are things that can affect what you play, like tarot cards that increase the level of either like your like flushes or 2 of a kind or 3 of a kind.
Those are the planetary cards.
And then those are the planetary cards. I'm sorry. Those are the planetary cards. The tarot cards usually affect your cards. Like you can level up your cards with those.
And you can like clone cards.
And then
that's always awesome too. Like if you've got like a super high powered ace and you can clone it, then you got 2 of them in your hand. You're sitting pretty.
Yeah. And then there's jokers that obviously affect multipliers and other things in the game.
There's like 250.
And you can only have someone. Yeah, it's what is your favorite joker that you've run into so far?
There's a couple that I really like. One of them where it counts all 5 cards that you play, I'm a big fan of. The ones that do like 10 times of multiplier just for having a face card or an ace, just because it's something that you can incorporate in almost any hand, that if you can combine the 2 at the same time, you can suddenly make a pair of 2s worth 3,000, 4,000 points just because you can throw a bunch of face cards on top of it. There's a lot of them. I mean, I kind of like when I'm creating my deck. God, I hate the fact that I'm using these words. I sound like such a nerd. I kind of like I'll add and subtract things depending on what's in my hand to try to create something that I know I can just build off of itself, which is where the strategy lies. But I mean, so saying like, what's my favorite joker is very dependent because it depends on what else is in my hand. Because I try to pair them with each other.
Yeah.
I will say the one boss that knocks
a
level off of anything that you play is a real big pain in the ass. So like if you've got your pairs up to level 4, if you play a pair, it'll knock it down to a 2, getting rid of that, or down to a 3 and get rid of the multiplying bonus as well as the points bonus. Like, and it's not just for that boss, it's a permanent thing. So then you got to work your way back up again. I hate that guy. He sucks.
Ugh. Yeah. My favorite joker is probably Misprint.
Misprint's dope too.
Joker.
Until you get a 0 or a 1.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that sucks. But it's so cool that it's just so random, like what kind of multiplier you might get. Like I think that's such a cool thing. I just can't get enough of this game. This game is so good. So I got something funny to tell you guys. So I'm part of a fantasy critic league, and I saw this game and I bid for it. And I think I bid like $1 on this game. So you're given like a budget to how many, and I won it. And I'm beating everybody in the league right now just with that one game, with that one score.
You know, Roger,
because I think it.
Go ahead. I'll interrupt again in a second. Don't worry.
No, I was just gonna say I think it scored like a 91 on Open Critic right now. So,
with all due respect, when I say that I sound like a nerd when I'm talking about a deck builder and using those words, you're playing fantasy Metacritic.
That's true.
That is true. That is a true statement.
I'm no longer a nerd.
I know.
I'm good.
No. Yeah, you're.
I'm super cool, damn it. Just ask somebody.
Are you playing anything else besides Balatro?
Yeah, Bluey the video game. And Overwatch. And Suicide Squad.
I love how you just slipped that and Overwatch. Oh, Overwatch too, because I'm a fan.
Because that's not going anywhere. I play it every night regardless. I haven't touched the show in like a week though.
Yeah. Wow.
When does the new one come out?
Mid-March, I think. I don't know. I've got Balatro now to play, so the show is second fiddle. I now play a hand or 2 of that before work instead of a game or 2 of baseball.
Wow.
Until baseball comes out.
Very cool.
Baseball.
Thanks, Phil. Mike?
You're welcome, Roger.
I guess you're welcome.
I don't know why I said it that way. I didn't know if you were done. I don't
know if I'm done either.
Thanks, Phil. Okay.
I'm done. I am so done.
Mike, what have you been playing?
So I have been playing. I've been playing the demo of that same game that we can't pronounce.
Yeah.
I guess I should have been paying more attention to the rules. But I like it. Do you want me to pick it up on the Xbox, or are you just going to play it on? What are you playing?
I'll buy it for you guys right now.
No, don't buy it for us. I can buy it. I don't want to.
Too late. I'm excited.
I'm buying. I'm buying it on this. I'm buying it. I bought it on the Switch.
Yeah, you don't want to play it on the Switch.
Nobody does, unless you're sitting
I
in the
could get it
DMV
on
for
the
2.5, 3 hours.
Yeah.
No, well, see, the reason I play it on the Switch is because at night this is a perfect game to be sitting, getting ready for bed.
Yeah, vegging
crawling
out
to bed. Yeah, just vegging out too.
Yeah.
Like, and then I'm like, oh no, like 2 hours passed. I'm supposed to be asleep by now.
Yep.
I should be sleeping.
That from the Xbox app. That's bullshit.
So yeah. So
I bet I can play
played
on my computer though. Sorry.
That's all right. I wonder if you can. I'm sure you can, right?
I tried to download it when I was stuck at the DMV today for my mobile phone, but it's not there.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have been. What else have I been? You know what this? I don't know if you really count this as a game, but I've been playing Microsoft Jigsaw on my computer.
Oh, really?
It's just jigsaw puzzles. I've been doing that every day, and because the reason I've been doing it every day is because Microsoft has really given us the old boot when it comes to those rewards points, and I want to get my $87.50 rewards a month so I can get that free $10 gift card. And we don't get the points anymore. They don't give us the $2,000 a month or $2,000 points per month anymore.
What?
Yeah. They're like very slowly like eliminating your opportunities to get more points. But on the Xbox app, if you play a PC game every day, you get 50 points per day that you play a PC game on your PC.
Oh,
yes. And so I've just been playing a few rounds of Jigsaw, and then I've been playing that Balatro game on my PC because even the demo gets me the my 50 points. So
really, wow, that's cool.
Also, I've been playing. Oh, my heart right now. I've been playing Tomb Raider Remastered.
Yeah.
And the moment I booted up the original Tomb Raider, that theme song, oh my god, that hit me right in the feels. I was transported back to 1995 and just playing that game for the first time. I absolutely loved it. And watching the original cutscenes in its original beautiful blurry goodness. And just like how like bad, just like not bad. I guess it was bad, but man, I am in love with this game so much. It's and then swapping out, and I'm finding myself just randomly swapping visuals from the old school PlayStation 1 graphics to the remastered graphics. The game is so much fun, and I love it. And it's just like there's times in the game where there's no music whatsoever. So when the music hits, it's like something good is about to happen. And I've also never played a game. I'm glad they gave this option where you could do standard controls and classic controls, because there's times, because the camera gets a little wonky, that I'm switching between the two different control schemes. Because I need to go to tank controls in order to do those to do specific jumps, because you have to be very careful with some of your jumps. So I've been doing that, but I'm absolutely loving this game. I just love it. My wife is like, let me know when you get to a waterfall or something, because that was one thing that when we were first dating.
Yeah, right. Yeah. You think you told us a story how like you jumped off the waterfall, dove in, and didn't you die?
Yeah. She loved it when I would do that. She's like, "Dude, can you do a swan dive off this and not land in the water?" I'm like, "Sure." And then you just hear that, and she would laugh and laugh. My wife is she's a pretty dark person, I guess.
But that's funny. I think everybody did that though, either by mistake or on purpose.
Mm-hmm. So
like, oh, I missed the water. Oh, that was kind of interesting. Okay.
So yes, I'm in love with the Tomb Raider trilogy, and you'll be finding a full review of it this weekend as I post it on our Gamerheads Podcast website.
Wow, nice.
I have also been playing the demo on the Xbox for the new Contra game. So that Operation Gulaga, it's way forward. So you got to be careful. You got to be careful with way forward, because there's a way forward A team and a B team. The B team brought us classics like the regular show game, which isn't very good. And the A team brought us classics like Shantae and the Mummy Demastered. So you got to be careful which team you're working with. From what I'm seeing, the Contra team is being done by the A team. And
so B.A. Baracus
yes,
and
Holland Mad Murdoch. Yep.
Yep. Okay.
And I've just been playing the demo, and the demo is the first level, so it's kind of like the first level is kind of like a remake of the first level of the game, but the first level is actually a combination of the first and third levels in the original Contra, if you know what I mean. So like after you beat the wall, I'm not going to spoil it, but there's a like a remix, like a boss battle remix at the end of the first level, and then after you beat that boss, you immediately start climbing up the waterfall. So there's a story, there's characters. You can have you have your weapon, and you can have a sub weapon. So like I got my spread gun, and then I got my laser, so I can switch between the two whenever I want.
That's cool.
Each weapon also has like a specialty. So like if you hold down the trigger button, it charges you up, and you do a special move or special ability, but you lose that weapon.
Yeah.
But there's a lot. They give you a lot of weapons. And then there's what else? You can dash in it. Phil, you have a question.
Is there going to be online multiplayer with it?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think Way Forward does online multiplayer.
Sounds like it's way backwards.
Oh, I get it. That was good.
Thanks.
That was good. I like that. Because, I mean, like River City Girls, I don't think River City Girls is online. I don't know. I could look it up. I'll look it up and let you know. But it's got obviously local multiplayer. And, you know, the characters they'll talk to each other throughout the level. It's more cinematic. Even though it's still the same 2D, I'm hearing some of the same music. When I pressed the pause, it was the original pause sound effect. I really hope they include an unlockable original soundtrack. So that would be cool. I haven't seen any of that yet, but it's not hard. Like, you know, the thing is, what really turned me off to Contra is like how freaking just like impossible it is. I've been going through it with no problem at all. You can choose though if you want between one-hit deaths and a life bar. So that's fun.
See, that's interesting that you're going to say that, because that's one reason that I was going to shy away from that game, because I beat the original Contra, not just with the normal lives they gave you. I had to do the up, up, down, down, left, right, right.
Yeah.
Like, but it was punishingly hard. And that's what shied me away from this one. I was like, yeah, I liked it. It wasn't like I didn't like it, but I don't want to be punished now that I'm older.
I don't feel like I'm being punished at all. Like I was actually it almost felt like it was too easy.
Oh.
So.
Okay.
And the music is remixed. I hear a lot of the same tunes that I was hearing in the original. Controls are spot on. It's a slower game, so it's not like super fast, but it's not as slow as like a game like Metal Slug. So you can take your time. It's got some platforming elements, but it's got a double jump.
Ooh.
Oh.
So any game's got a double jump, automatically double jumps up in the points for me, I guess. Okay.
Yeah.
So then that's just the demo. So the demo's free to play. You can play the demo, and then it's free.
Are you playing that? What are you playing that on?
Xbox.
The demo. Xbox.
Yep.
Okay.
And then,
cool.
And then I think that was it. I haven't been putting any time into Fortnite, even though they just put fishing into Lego Fortnite.
I saw that.
Oh.
And then, other than that, no. I saw the Borderlands trailer, and the first time I saw it, it looked okay. And the second time I saw it, I'm like, you know what? This looks even more interesting. So I know a lot of people are poo-pooing on it, especially because of Kevin Hart and Jack Black. But, you know.
Why are they poo-pooing on it because of that? I haven't watched the trailer because I'm refusing to because I'm an asshole.
They're poo-pooing. People are poo-pooing on Jack Black. And I agree with this. Why get Jack Black when Claptrap had a perfect voice to begin with?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, why couldn't they just reuse the same voice actor? I think there were two different ones, but yeah. And then they were poo-pooing on Kevin Hart, because Kevin Hart is kind of like the opposite in terms of size-wise as the character from the game. Roland, I think was his name.
Okay.
Like, people are saying they should have had Terry Crews. So that's why. And then also, but again, people are saying, oh, it's a ripoff of Guardians of the Galaxy. But you know what? I don't care. It looks like a fun, stupid time. So I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna have my bowl of popcorn. You know, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And I'm just I am the person who plays Borderlands for like 4 hours and then just stops because I'm like, there's too many guns. The guns too. The guns were, and I'm sorry if I'm ruining this for you, Phil. The guns looked like they were the guns from the game too. So it looks like they paid a lot of attention to the game itself when making this movie.
Yeah, they did. And a lot of the like the enemies were recognizable, right? Like not just like the main human mutant type characters,
but your slags
like
and shit like that too.
Yeah.
The slags, and then they had the creatures that I can't think of what they're called, but the ones that fly in the air and like, you know what I'm talking about, right? Like the big pterodactyl.
And I recognized
things.
I think I recognize one character, and I'm not sure who the other one is, but I don't know if Phil wants to know, so okay. I can keep it. What's that?
You can go ahead.
I'm almost positive, and like I said, I'm a very casual Borderlands person, but I'm almost positive that I recognized Mad Moxie. So
I would assume she's going to make an appearance in it.
Yeah, so I think she was in it, and I don't know who the bad guy is, but I think it's who's the bad guy from?
Got to be Handsome Jack, right?
Handsome Jack.
Yeah,
I think he might be in it, but
yeah, I think so too. Well, who's the actor that? Oh my gosh, wasn't maybe it wasn't this actor, but wasn't it the guy that played Mysterio in Spider-Man?
No.
What's his name?
I don't think it was Jake Gyllenhaal.
Jake Gyllenhaal? No. Oh yeah. Well, who is? But he looks. Anyway, he looks very handsome. And I was like,
he looks very
Jackie.
Handsome
Jack. Yeah, he does. Yeah, I thought the trailer looked cool too. I thought it looked really good. I'm excited for the movie. I honestly didn't even know they were making a Borderlands movie. So when I saw it, I thought it looked cool. So I'm excited.
But I will say this though, Jack Black, his Claptrap voice, not bad. Not bad.
Yeah, it's good.
It does. Yeah, not bad.
There's and it's like silly fun, right?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's stupid fun. It's popcorn.
Yeah.
Stupid fun.
Yeah.
It's like going to see Anaconda, which I should watch that again this weekend because that's a
great
classic.
Movie.
That is a classic. That started my love affair with Danny Trejo.
Oh,
makes sense.
There goes some awkward silence after that comment. Danny Trejo is an American treasure.
Dude, I got nothing against Danny Trejo.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
All right then.
I agree.
But no, I also want to watch Lake Placid.
That's a good one too. All right. Anyways,
any other?
No
any
movies,
other games?
Movies. No, that's it. Okay. I'm done.
Roger has stuff to say. Quit talking about things that are unrelated to video games.
Yeah,
damn it.
Yeah, that's
Roger's turn. I need to interrupt him next.
My turn to talk about games.
Yeah.
So the first game I'll talk about is qomp2. So my review for qomp2 is online. It is a puzzle game where you play as the Pong ball escaping from Pong. So the very first thing you have to do is escape from a Pong game. And if you're able to get past the right paddle, then you keep going and you are in a world that you're trying to escape. And of course, it wouldn't be a puzzle game if it wasn't for traps and stuff like that. So there's spike walls. Yeah. And really, the game only has two controls. You can change the direction of your ball by hitting one button. And I played on the Xbox, so that was the A button. And so you can only change the direction of the ball. And the other thing that you can do is charge. So you can charge up the ball, turns blue, and then you can charge it, and it does a dash. Yeah. I thought the same thing when I was writing this, actually, Phil. Writing my review, I thought the same thing. Anyway,
I didn't say anything. I don't know what you're talking about, man.
But it's interesting. So the things I really liked about the game is how cool some of the environment they included. So there's like things like these energy beams where the ball is just sucked into these energy beams, and you have to like figure out how to maneuver through the energy beams and get through the levels. There's water. I thought water was really cool. And the ball tends to float unless you charge the ball, and then it sinks. And I thought that was cool. There's boss battles. I love the boss battles. My favorite boss battle is this one where there are Pong paddles that are protecting 4 corners, and you have to smash through all 4 corners. And once you do, like, a trap opens up for each one of those things. And once you unlock all 4 of them, then the boss opens up and you can take out the boss.
Did you say the boss hole opens up?
No, the boss will open up.
I thought you said the boss hole opens up, and I'm like, what the hell is a boss hole?
A
lot of innuendo in this game, Roger. Are you sure it's rated E
no
for
kidding.
everyone?
Yeah, right. That was cool. There's collectibles in the game as well, so it makes it more challenging. Getting the collectibles is more challenging. There's a lot of I played this on Xbox, so there's quite a few achievements. One of them being dying, I don't remember how many times, but I think I might be the first person to achieve that dying whatever how many times it was, because it said 0.0001% of people achieved this. I'm like, yes,
it's usually you and one other guy then.
Yeah, exactly. And I died a lot. It is challenging. The thing that I did downgrade it on, the one criticism I had about the game is the fact that there are some times where you are playing and you're like, this is really, really hard. Like precision hits. It has to be precision hits to make it past. And then you're playing the next level and you're like, oh, I breezed through that pretty easily. Like, it's inconsistent. And when I say like challenging, that happens like within the first world. So there's 4 worlds and then sub worlds in each one of those worlds. Within the first world, you have to be doing precise hits to make it past. And that is, yeah, it was really challenging. It was really hard. So, but I liked it. I liked is simplistic colors, but I liked that because it allowed for, one, it just harkens back to Pong, because Pong didn't have like tons of colors. And secondly, allowed for puzzles to be utilizing the simplistic colors as well. Like there'd be a place where an area, like the example I gave is that these whirlpools were blue. And I realized, well, I have to charge my ball and see what happens. And there's no instructions. You just kind of just have to figure this out on your own. So I like that. Like, that's what I was about. And, you know, when you have games like that don't give a lot of instruction and you figure it out on your own, you know, you feel like you're like the smartest man alive and you're like, oh yeah, I figured this out. I played this game at PAX West. So this was at one of the stands. I only got to play a couple of levels of it though. But here I got to play the whole game, and yeah, it was cool. There are a couple things too that help you out. There is an invincibility mode. I didn't use invincibility mode, but that is there if you get stuck. The one I did use was they call them, like, I don't remember what it's called, but it was like a hint, and basically they had a trace of the ball of where you should go, so I knew exactly how to hit the ball like in a precise hit. I still had to do it,
right?
But I was able to follow the ghost ball basically.
All right.
Yeah, I thought it was cool. So that's one of the games.
Is your review on the site?
It is.
Oh, what website would that be? And where can we see this review if we want to?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. If you want to read that review, you can go to gamerheadspodcast.com.
Oh, yeah.
Where you can read that review.
And what did you give qomp2?
Yes.
A B+.
Oh, okay.
That's solid.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. What else did I play? The Tsukai game. What? That fruit dropping one. Oh. So my wife and I played that now that it's multiplayer. She never played it before, but she beat me, and that doesn't surprise me because she's really good at Dr. Mario and Tetris. So this is a game in that same kind of vein. And I thought I was going to crush her because, I mean, I was in the beginning. We just played the score game where it's who has the highest score. And if your fruit gets to the top of the jar, your game's over. Your run's over. And I had like 1,300 points. And I was crushing her, but I hit the top of the jar before she did, and then she just took her time and easily wobbled me. So it was fun though. Donkey Kong versus Mario, we've also been playing together. I really love this game. Yeah, Mike, you got it too. Have you played it yet, Mike, or no?
Roger.
No, you haven't. Okay.
Roger. Come on.
Yeah. Okay. So
the Y folds are still there. I'm sure you can see it.
Yeah, that's right. So one of the things I really appreciated was in the second level. We haven't made it past the second level yet because we just started last night. We started playing it last night. But it harkens back to Donkey Kong Jr. So it's in Donkey Kong Jungle, and they had the ropes like side by side, and Mario climbs up them like Donkey Kong Jr., slides down them like Donkey Kong Jr. It has even those little things. Remember those little chomp things?
Oh, yeah, the little alligator looking things.
Bear trap looking things.
Yep. Those things are there. Fruit, you can drop the fruit on them as well. I was like, when I was playing, I was like, oh my gosh. And Donkey Kong Jr., you have to know, Donkey Kong is my favorite character of all time. I love the original Donkey Kong, but Donkey Kong Jr. is my favorite Donkey Kong game because I love Donkey Kong Jr. And when I got to see that, it seemed really redundant, didn't it? That's so dumb. Yes, Mike.
Did you know that there's a Donkey Kong Jr. Pez dispenser?
I did not know that.
It's right.
Do you have it?
I wish I had it. Yeah, it's right there. No, you can only get it with the Donkey Kong Jr. cereal if you mailed if you mailed enough UPCs in, you could mail in and they'll send it to you.
Damn it. Sorry.
Who ate that cereal? I don't think anybody ate that cereal. I ate Donkey Kong cereal when I was a kid, but I did not eat Donkey Kong Jr. Now I kind of wish I did. Anyway, so I've been playing that. I've been playing Balatro, as we mentioned before. I've been playing some more Octopath Traveler. I beat another chapter. Very exciting. That one, so it was interesting. So there is no level scaling, which is good because that means I can just grind and I can just, take on the bosses, right? So I leveled the chapter I just beat was a character's chapter, Oswald, and it said recommended level 18. And I was like, well, I'm level 22. I should be fine. It kind of kicked my butt. I mean, I beat him, but I mean, it was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. Actually, one of my characters died, and I had to throw res on them. But I was like, well, I'm like 4 levels ahead of this. Like, this shouldn't be this difficult, but it was. But I've been playing that. Oh my gosh, I've been playing a lot of games. I've been playing the Pocket Card Jockey. Only a little bit, just because that came out the other day, so I bought that and played that. I played Splatoon with my son. Yeah, what?
Nothing. Nothing. We'll talk about it later.
All right. Splatoon, because there's a Splatfest that happened this last weekend. So I played that. And that then I played the game Ultros. That was the Metroidvania. I don't know if we talked about this last week. Metroidvania, very colorful game, very cool game. And I'm not very far on it, but it's an interesting game. So there's very little about like what's going on. But what's cool about the game is that the enemies that you defeat, if you defeat them with style, they drop food. And the food is used for leveling up your character or for healing your character. So you could eat the food or you can take it to like a base and level up your character. It's like nutrients or something like that. But the game is super psychedelic. I don't know if you've ever seen any of the pictures of it, but it just looks like something from like very trippy. But it's very cool. I like it. Liked what I'm playing so far. And I think that's it. I think that's all of it. Oh no, that is not it. There's one more game I want to talk about very briefly.
There's more.
But wait, there's more. Yeah. Skull and Bones. I played very little Skull and Bones. I'm very disappointed in this game. Because I don't know. First of all, like, I get it. You have to start from the beginning. But boy, it feels really. I'm just going around this little like. Well, as opposed to being on a really awesome ship and like having an amazing ship.
I hate it when I have to start from the beginning.
No, I mean, start from like when I say from the beginning, I mean like start from a little dinghy that doesn't even have weapons on it, and you're just like sailing around, and then you have to talk to people. But that's what they're called.
I know
that's what they're called.
It's just there's so much double entendre
a little
in this
dinghy.
episode.
It's a little dinghy.
Yes, little
I don't
dinghy,
understand.
and then the blue ball. And
it's nice when your little dinghy gets weaponized.
Jockeys. Yes.
Yeah. Instead of shooting nothing, it would actually have weapons.
I can't.
I can't do anything with this thing, right? It's just a little dinghy. Anyway, the thing is that there's cutscenes where you talk to people. You don't really do any combat in the land at all. It's all in water. But when you talk to people and the cutscenes like kind of glitch, and this is like, what the heck?
It's an Ubisoft game, man.
I know. But and then you'll run so you run into these characters. They're on this beach, and you'll run in, and they're pirates. And then you'll run into these characters, and they're
killing
punching.
The obvious tonight.
Yeah, I know, and they're fist fighting each other as a group, fist fighting each other, and then you
Listeners,
go to a
Roger's
different
making
island.
fist fighting motions via camera right now, and it was pretty rad.
Yeah,
he's ducking and weaving and everything. Looks like a regular little Mac.
Yeah. And then you go to another island, and guess what? You run into the same group doing the same fist boxing, and I'm like the animation is just so generic. It feels so generic. It just feels, and even the characterization and just all the animation, it feels so like not the quadruple A game that they were promising. They were like, this is a quadruple A game for $70. I did not pay $70 for this game, by the way.
Did you pirate it?
I did. No,
God, that was funny. For the love of God, that was funny.
That was good. That was good.
That would have been good. Yeah.
That was smart.
That was smart. I actually subscribed to the Ubisoft Plus because I thought $15 a month, I can play games like this and then just cancel my subscription when I'm done with them. Right. So
did you play Prince of Persia as well? Then
I did. Actually, that's really good. Prince of Persia is really, really good.
Sorry, Mike. I didn't mean to.
And I'm really sad. I'm really sad that I don't know if you guys saw this, but apparently it undersold. Like, not a lot of people.
It's been out for 2 weeks. How can you, as opposed to what they projected it to sell?
No, what are you talking
Prince
about?
Of Persia.
Skull and Bones
Prince
or
of Persia?
Prince of Persia?
No, Prince of Persia.
That's been out. Prince of Persia's been out for like a month and a half.
Has it been that long?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It sucks when you black out every night.
Yeah, Prince of Persia is really, really good. But anyway, so and then of course I've been doing my morning workouts with Supernatural. So.
Still going, huh?
Still going.
I
will say
this in your punches you were throwing.
I know. Did you see that? That's where.
There was like deltoid popping out. There was some forearms that was just chiseled out of marble.
What are you watching on YouTube? Because that wasn't me. That was not me.
You don't want to know what I'm watching on YouTube.
Shout
out to my homie
I will say this:
Lucian's
I did hurt my.
Sorry.
I did hurt my back. I did hurt my back actually, though, because I was pushing myself too much, and I was working out every day. Now I did. Okay, I'm like, I have to take a day off of not working out every day because that's kind of stupid, and I'm not in my 20s anymore. So, yeah, I was kind of walking around like an old man. Not that I'm not an old man. I already am an old man. So I guess it kind of fits, but yeah, I pulled my back and that kind of hurt.
Dude,
but I'm healed now. I'm better.
I played around a disc golf in the snow yesterday for the first time since August. And I think my arm is still somewhere on the course because I haven't used it in that way in a long time.
Yeah. So those are games I'm playing. I think that wraps up our show then. We're at the hour mark. So before we head out, though, why don't we tell people where they can find us? Phil, where can people find you on social media?
Oh, good. You said on social media. I was worried I was going to have to give detailed directions. You can find me at bnow23 on Twitter or whatever the other name is.
Yeah. Mike, where can people find you on social media?
I'm at bnow24.
Does that make you my superior or inferior?
I guess it depends if you're going by disc golf rules or
if you're going by hierarchy.
That's right.
Like I am the elder.
That's right. Yes, I'm not as good. You're the original. I am at Pez Guy Mike. That's it.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
Listeners, you can find us on Twitter at Gamerheads Pod. You can find me on Twitter at Nintendaraj. You can also find us online at gamerheadspodcast.com, where you can listen to this show and other shows. You can find us now. I am streaming on Tuesday nights on Twitch and on YouTube, so you can watch our streams there. This last Tuesday, I streamed Balatro, and it was really fun. And Mike, you dropped in and said, "Wow, the new look looks amazing."
It does. Yes, it looks great. It's very smooth, very crisp, not a lot of clutter. So it looks very nice. I'm very happy with the results.
Well, thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. So yeah, you can catch streams either on Twitch or YouTube, and then you can go to our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/gamerheads, and watch our shows there. And all our podcast episodes are on YouTube now, and including this one. This will be on YouTube as well. So you can listen to every episode that's ever produced. You can go to YouTube and listen to it.
Even from the dark days?
Why you would want to do that? Even from the dark days. I'm not sure you'd want to, but you can. You certainly can. So there's that. Mike, then, thank you so much for joining us this week.
Thanks for having me.
Phil, thank you so much for joining us this week.
Always.
And listeners, thank you so much for giving us a listen. If you like what you hear, let us know what you think of the show. We want to hear what you have to say. Leave us a review, and we'll read it online. With that, everybody, stay safe and game on. We'll talk to you next week. Bye.
So long.
Take